In this playlist, where I'm explaining class 11 physics through animations, graphs, examples in less mathematical way and trying to make it more intuitive to students, in this particular video, I actually forgot to mention a particular equation. That's why I'm developing this supplementary video for that 03 video, where I'll be introducing you to that equation which I forgot to explain in this particular video. In this equation, I will show you that though that equation is not mandatory to know, but if you know that equation, at times you will be able to solve the problem in one step rather than requiring two steps. So to make it very clear, what I'll do, I will first recap the velocity equations, introduce you the new equations, then I'll solve a particular problem where I'll solve it by two steps, and then I'll show you how the newly developed equation will help us to solve the same problem in one step only. So let's get going. Let's recap the formulas of the velocity. So v equal to u plus at, where u was the initial velocity, a was the acceleration, t is the time taken. So v, the terminal velocity, is given by v equal to u plus at. And if you look at how much distance something has traveled when it started with u with acceleration a, we got the equation as equal to ut plus half at square. One more thing you need to understand, when I say this is the average velocity u plus half at into t, this x, this many people get confused with this multiplication with x. So to remove that confusion, I'm going to use this in number of times, where this asterisk or star actually represents the multiplication. In fact, on Microsoft Excel, when you type this asterisk, it actually means multiplication. So in lieu of using this cross, which is a multiplication, mostly I'll be using this particular symbol to denote multiplication. So you have the equation as equal to ut plus half at square. Now just look at this equation, v equal to u plus at. Essentially you can say t equal to v minus u by a, right? You are just putting u this side and then dividing by a. That's how you'll get the value of t. Now you put this value of t in this particular equation. So here you will be replacing t by v minus u by a, and here also you will replace by v minus u by a. So what will happen? It will look like this. You replace t by v minus u by a, half into a into, and this value of t, v minus u by a whole square. Or you can say this is actually u, v minus u, and then it is v minus u square by 2. Look at here, there is 1a at the denominator, and here it was 1a in the numerator and a square in the denominator. So essentially here also what will be left is just the 1a in the denominator. So you can take this whole thing and put a as the denominator, so this whole thing will become the numerator. So you understood, here just 1a in the denominator, here 1a in the numerator, but a square in the denominator. That gives you total just 1a in the denominator, and that's what we are taking out. So this is the equation. Now multiply both sides by 2, you will get 2 as 2 into u into v minus u, and here this 2 will get over, so v minus u square by a. Now take this a this side, so it will become 2as, and this will become 2uv minus 2u square plus v square minus v square plus u square minus 2uv. Now look at here, 2uv 2v over v square, this u square plus and minus 2u square, essentially it is giving you v square minus u square. So the equation turns out v square minus u square equal to 2as. So if you look at here, if you knew the acceleration and you know the distance traveled, you can get the terminal velocity in one go. rather than applying it in two go. Let me prove it to you. So if you recall, this is how we solved it. That if you dropped a ball from 2 kilometer height, how much time it took? So we solved it that okay, how much time it will take? U is 0 because you just dropped it. Half AT square, half 9.8 T square, and we got the T equal to 20.20305 seconds. And then we got, if somebody is asking you what will the magnitude of the velocity while it is touching the base of the, we need to know the time, and then once we know the time, U plus AT, U are 0 plus 9.8 T, 9.8 into this time, it gives you 197. So in two steps, if somebody was just asking you what will the magnitude of the velocity while touching the base of the hill, this ball is touching the base of the hill, you will actually have to first find time and then you will have to get the V. But using the equation that you just learned, V square minus U square equal to 2AS, you can solve it in one go. So let me just prove it to you. So here, in this equation, you first got the T and then you got the V, final terminal velocity. Now let's apply that concept that we have talked and let's see that we can get it in one go or not. So V square minus U square equal to 2AS. U for sure you know 0, you just dropped it. A you know 9.8, S you know it's 2 kilometers, so it will look like this. 2 into 9.8 into 2000 equal to V square. Essentially this is V square here. I just forgot to put, let me just put it V square here so that you never get confused. So this is the V square, and what will happen now, once you go this, if this is the V square, what will be V? V will be the square root of that, and let me show it to you. What does the V square V comes like. So let me just open the calculator and show it to you. So let me open the calculator and I'm going to do it standard. So I'll open the calculator in the standard mode. So it's opening the calculator in standard mode. And what is the advantage here? It is just, it has opened it twice. Let me close this once. So what is the advantage? That here you can do all these things like square root and all those things. So let's first do this 2 into 9.8 into 2000. So 2 into 9.8 into 2000. This is giving you 39,200. Take the square root of that. That is giving you 197.9898. Look at this, is what we had got earlier. So in one go only you got this value, which otherwise required two things, first getting T and then calculating V. So here in one go only you can calculate that, and that's how at times this particular equation helps. I hope you liked it. I will suggest you to subscribe to this channel because there are many more things, interesting things are coming on physics on this particular channel. Thank you for watching.